Hi Libra, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram pages. So, Libra, I do feel like the month of February is kind of taking you to a point of rest and needing to rest, not only to recharge yourself in terms of energy, but also to make up your mind or to really think through carefully uh, what are what are you going to do next, or what are the next steps, decisions that you are going to make to pursue a direction in life that would make you feel happier and more content. Because I do feel like your decisions and your desire to move forward with your life is growing stronger. And I feel like some of you during the month of February have a possibility to, by taking a break, by disconnecting a little bit from the depth of emotions or the depth of feelings, from disconnecting a little bit by the tumultuous elements in your life that bring you down and it make you feel quite exhausted, with the Four of Swords in the soul position, exhausted to the point of it doesn't really matter how much you try to rest, how many hours you sleep, what type of nutrition and good habits you're having, you still feel tired. Because the Four of Swords is the card that follows the Three of Swords, right? So after the heartbreak, after the pain, after the emotional difficulty, comes the Four of Swords, so that you can realign yourself and heal. So some Libras need to heal themselves, their soul, and they need to take some time to go through their thoughts and to release, to understand in a way what they need to release and what they need to leave behind and what they still want to have in their lives. I do feel as well that um, some of you want to leave commitments and you want to leave relationships that are not for you anymore, or that have served their purpose, or that are just not giving you anything in return. And I feel like some of you want to leave commitments, but still feeling the obligation, um, the responsibility to, um, you know, still feeling like you need to honor those commitments, even though they may not make you feel as happy as you would like to feel. But I also feel like some of you are taking this time to think things through and to deeply, it's like a deep thinking month, where you are kind of discerning what type of relationships you're going to maintain in your life and what type of relationships you're going to walk away from. And I'm feeling like this is relationships in many different ways. It's not just about love or about about a romantic partner. This is more about alliances in general. You wanting to establish some alliances, wanting to partner up with others, so both can have this profitable exchange of resources, emotionally, financially, in terms of mental stimulation, in terms of knowledge. So I'm feeling like Libras want relationships of value. They want to be surrounded by, especially in February, they want to be around people that add up to their life and add up to what they consider to be valuable. So anything in your life that is out of alignment with that type of desire, you may disconnect from, or at least if you can't leave the situation yet, or if you feel like you can't leave it, you are distant. I feel like some Libras are growing distant from their partners in relationships that, of course, are not working out well. Um, you could be growing distant from your partner, or you could be growing distant from friends and from people in general that you just don't feel connected with. I also feel like it could be that you're dealing with partners or people in your life in general that you feel like they are distancing themselves from you. So you may feel like people are withdrawing and leaving you in a state of standstill about not really knowing what they want, not really knowing if those are people that are going to stay in your life, and people like people that you can count on, people that you can, establish that honorable commitment that some of you are looking for. I feel like some of you really want to be the good guy or the good girl here. So you're trying your best as well to fix and work through issues instead of just giving up. But I am also feeling like it comes to a point where for Libras that have been trying and trying and trying to make certain relationships work, or certain things in your life work, things that have been over and over, you have been trying to mend, it may be unfixable. It may be something that you just can't uh, handle anymore. And I feel like some of you are coming to those to that acknowledgement and differentiating what you can say versus what you can't. Of course, that I'm feeling the focus here in relationships because you do have the Two of Cups in the past influence. So this could be about a commitment, as I said, a relationship, a friendship, someone in your life that as a past influence used to give you a sense of equal partnership, or a sense of mutual flow of love, of care, of support, of presence. I also feel like some Libras feel that love or the partner is absent, or your partner is also feeling that from you, that you are absent from what used to be a very supportive relationship. It could also be about alliances in work. I feel like for Libras that have as well partnerships in work, in or creative projects, there may be as well here some thinking about leaving it, or ending it, or just changing something about it that to the roots. Because I also feel like some relationships are not what they appear to be, and some of you are coming to those to that acknowledgement. Some of you are realizing that what you thought it was maybe a good relationship is not, or a compatible relationship it's not, or there's just something off with you and others during this month of February, which again takes you to the place of the Four of Swords and the need to withdraw and maybe hibernate a little bit during this period to make sense of what you want. And if this is a situation that already happened, so if you already break off, if in January you broke off any commitment, if you separated from someone, if someone separated from you, take this month to heal, to go within and nourish yourself with care. Because I feel like you will see, you will, as the month of February progresses, you will actually feel readier to pursue that new path, to move on from what you need to move on, and you will feel confident about the choices you've made. Because I'm feeling like with this Eight of Cups, whatever you leave behind in the end of the month, or whatever situation you decide to move on from, you are actually confident. I see some of you confident about that. You know, I feel like some of you are regaining that, you know, understanding of life is short. You have been wasting your time. If something doesn't work, I'm not going to beg for it. And you're just, you know, grounding yourself with that Four of Swords in your sense of self-love and of value. You valuing yourself so much that you don't allow others to mistreat you or to not give you the same treatment or the same care that you know you deserve. So some of you are actually moving on decisively to a path of to a path where you want to encounter profitable relationships. So yes, there are some Libras that in the downside of this can be looking for partnerships in general, friends, acquaintances, even love partners that enhance their lifestyle or enhance their concept of what a good life is. And that's not necessarily wrong. But you may be seeing relationships a little bit here like a market, you know, something to invest or not to invest. And sometimes relationships take time, they take work, and they are unpredictable. And it's not only about the appearances. But this is for some of you, of course, that may be looking too much for the, you know, for the element of, because sometimes, you know, there's more than it meets the eye. And what I'm sensing is that you are looking to someone and easily or rapidly evaluating them, you know, if they serve you or if they don't. And relationships, especially of love or love based, they really are not about that. But this is just if, of course, you are handling the energy in a more lower way. Anyway, I'm feeling that even if you're not, I'm feeling like you are looking for value in love and in relationships. And so things that are not working, things that are not respectful, things that are out of contest with what you see is from what you see is your right, you know, to demand or to expect from others. You are just cutting it off. I feel as well like some of you, if you have been having difficulty to move on from you know, a situation, an emotional exhausting situation, February, you are advancing here. You are, the waters are moving, and you are not you know, enslaved by that deep well of stalling waters that become toxic. Others of you, you may be taking a break from conflict with friends and groups and acquaintances and the world, especially people, because this feels a very people-oriented month for Libras. People that are just, you know, bringing you noise and bringing you turmoil and discord and a lot of conflict. I feel like some of you really want to take a break from people and you want to just be with yourself or with your thoughts. Even you may even be surrounded by people, you know, in parties and gatherings and reunions, and your mind is just thinking about things in a more deep manner, and you may not be as involved with your social sphere as you used to. At least in February, you were more into your thoughts. I also feel like your future is something you are looking forward. I feel like there's hope at the same time by pushing yourself to move forward, by pushing yourself to make decisions based on your love and appreciation for yourself. There's a lot of hope in you to find um, what you're looking for. Others of you, I feel like you are here to do the right thing. And when I say the right thing is you have the Hierophant in the conscious position. So right and wrong and tradition, values, beliefs, commitments are in focus. But what I'm sensing here with this Hierophant is that some of you need to follow the rules of something. So it's like you need to, whatever you decide to do, do it according to the rules. So this means for me, do it in a correct manner, in a way that's based on integrity, in the truth of the situation. So if you decide to leave a company, notify appropriately the company that you are leaving. If you decide to leave your partner, talk with it. Don't just abandon them. Don't just flee. Those type of things. It's like do things the right way. Follow the rules here. The rules could also be talking about, for now, you needing maybe to put up with obligations and commitments that you don't want, but it's a temporary situation until you meet the deadline, or you meet the ending of whatever accords or agreements you are in. Some of you that this is not about relationships, it could be about this, obligations you have on paper, obligations you have with authorities, with institutions, school, banks, any type of, you know, um, settlements, the court, any type of things that you don't really depend just on you, right? They depend as well on that place of authority and that place that demands certain things to follow that trail of rules. So I feel like some of you should, during the month of February, take it a little bit easy and go step by step, so that you meet the desirable result in March, which is all about being free from something that it's not working in your life. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.